All right, everybody, how are you doing? As promised, here is the tutorial just on creating a basic Google map. Um, I'll get started by clicking on Google, obviously. You'll need a Gmail account for this. I'm assuming many of you, most of you, maybe all of you have one. But if you don't, just create a Gmail account because you'll need that to get access into the Google Maps program, and we can go from there. So once you have access, you'll want to click on like your Google Apps. You may have your maps in a different spot, but you will be clicking on an icon that looks like this uh, called Maps. You'll get yourself in there. And basically, what the mapping allows you to do is it allows you to pinpoint certain locations and kind of curate them all into one sort of sort of look, so that people can click on a link and see all the different locations in relation to a given issue or a given geographical topic that you're covering. I'm going to do something very simple, which is basically like Starbucks, like around where I live. And I'll show you how it looks after. Again, very basic, and I'll show you just the basic tools you'll need. So again, you're going to click on My Places here, Your Places, I should say, and you're going to go into Maps. So here you have all the different maps that I do with this in conjunction with the Toronto Star as well. And I'm just going to create a map. Okay. And once you create a map, you'll see something that looks like this. It's untitled. Okay, you can see the entire world. You'll notice it starts to get a little bit smaller once you start to pinpoint the locations. Now, you might be doing international maps in terms of maybe international locations of a particular store or a particular restaurant of some sort. So if that's the case, you will have like a very wide look. But let's name this. I'm just going to name it Starbucks locations near me. Okay. Just to give it a name, and we're going to save it. Actually, let's put a description in too. Um, Here are some nearby places to get your Starbucks fix. Just something like that. Okay. And I'm going to save that. Okay, so now we have the title of the map. Now we have to start populating it, so to speak. So what I've done is, and I advise you to do the same. You don't have to do this if you are good with locations and kind of know them kind of offhand and such. I've got them all, three of them anyway, in a kind of a separate, just a text edit, like a Word text document. So I'm just going to start populating them with that. You basically just start, and again, I called up the other one. Let me just get it back now. So this one here is on Wycroft Road. So I'm going to start with that one. So let's see what happens if we type in. Google's pretty smart, so it should start adding on its own. So does it give me the right location? I think so. That's the one on Wycroft Road. Yes, that's right. So we have that location. You're going to click on that location. It's going to ask you to add it to the map. And you're going to say yes. Okay. And then you have all kinds of options here. You can go into the actual section where this location is, where you've put it on your map, and type in whatever you'd like. Like I would say typing in information like closes at 8 p.m. And because I know this, uh, mobile app orders not available, because it's in a long goes and they don't take mobile app orders ahead of time. And then you can just save that. Okay, and there you have your one. Then you want to add another one. Again, I've got my trusty text document here. This one's on Lakeshore Road. So again, Google's pretty smart with its algorithm. So if we start typing in and start typing in 146 Lakeshore, there we see it pop up. So we'll add another one. Again, we'll add it to the map. Okay. So what we can do here is, again, put in the closing time. Closes at 8 PM and mobile orders accepted, because I know that one accepts mobile orders, okay? And we can save it. Now, what you can do if you want is you can also add photos. Oh, that was the wrong one. Okay, if you've taken a photo of something, so for example, in maybe the second assignment that you're doing, or in future assignments where I may ask you to go take pictures, this is where you would add the picture. Okay, you would just select a file from your device, presumably, and once you do that, you can add a photo in there that you've taken. You may want to get one from an image URL. So, for example, if there's a Starbucks location at 146 Lakeshore Road, let's just see what happens if we do that. And see what it gives us. Let's see what happens if we add an image URL in here. Okay, so we can't find that, because it's not an image per se. Okay, so what you would have to do here is, let me see if I can find another way to do that. One moment. I'm gonna click on that. I'm gonna click here. Okay. We're going to look at some locations. That I know is the actual location. Okay. Let's see what happens if we copy the image link into the image URL. And there you go. And then you select that and you can add the photo. Okay. Again, if you have your own photos, this would also be helpful. You just add it from your device. Okay. I'm going to do one more here because I've only put in 3. I might do 4, we'll see. So 215 North Service Road. Okay, again, very wise Google, okay? And again, we'll add that to map. We'll go in and do an edit. Oh, that one's open at 10 o'clock, or it closes at 10 o'clock. Okay, and we'll do a save. Okay, maybe I'll go in and add one more. Just let's see here. I think there's one. Yep, and that's another one on third line that's close to me. Okay, and I'm going to add it to the map. Is located in the Shoppers Plaza. And we'll do a save. Okay. So we have 4 there. Now, what you have here is you have a bunch that just say Starbucks. You may want to go in and edit it to say the actual location. For example, this one here, I believe the location is 3455 Wycroft Road. You may want to edit it to say that, right? 3455 Wycroft, just so that you don't have a bunch of just Starbucks listings on the right. That it looks a little bit more not in depth, that's the wrong word, but a little more descriptive, I suppose. Let's do one more here. Okay, I think that's that's this one here. Yeah, on Lakeshore. Okay. I want to save it. Okay. And that's a basic map. Now, we are going to, it automatically saves material, but what we're going to do is, if you want to embed it, you can embed it. All I'm going to ask you to do, though, is share this with me once you're completed. Not this map, obviously, but your assignment. If you want to do a little preview first, okay? Again, we have our locations here, all on the left. You can see the locations here, okay? We'll do a share via email, because that's how you're going to send it to me. Okay, you must change the permissions from private to public on the web, before posting or embedding this map. So we're going to change the permissions. Okay. We're going to change it from restricted to anyone with the link. Okay. And then we're going to say done. Now we should be able to share it. Okay. So we can share it via Gmail. Okay. And you can send it to me like that. Let's do this and see what happens. Okay, so that'll allow you to just send this to me. The other way you can do it is obviously you can just give me one moment here. If you want to share it, anyone with this link, internet, sure, we can do that too. And we can copy this link. Actually, no, let's do this here. 1 second. Okay, let's share. And if we wanted to, we can even just either copy and paste the link and send it to me as your completed assignment. Or like I said, you can do share by email and open the link and just send it to me by email to that lrosella at metroland.com. Okay. And that will be your completed assignment. That is pretty much it for Google Mapping. Again, that's the basic Google Mapping. There'll be some story mapping that we look at a little bit later, but that is the basic Google Mapping that you will need for some of the assignments. Thanks, everybody. We'll talk soon.